Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, the 12th.
Friday, January 12th. And it is cold outside.
I'm going to snuggle up to Carl.
I tell you what. Yeah, I left the heater off in my office last night and a little chilly in here this morning. It's beautiful weather outside as long as you don't feel the temperature. I mean, looking out the windows, it's, gorgeous. The sun is out. The critters are running around like it's just normal.
Until you walk outside.
That 11 degrees bit me pretty good. So.
Oh my gosh, I showed the house the other day when it's cold. Electric was on, but we walk in and we're like,
yeah.
Ran through the house real quick and got out.
It'll wake you up. Got to be careful about leaving the car running out on showings, though. I've heard of people getting their cars stolen. Boy, that'd be nice. My vehicle's cheap enough. I don't have that.
That was one of my requests, and luckily the person that had it before me did aftermarket, which I'm not complaining. I'll take it. So we have our meeting next Tuesday.
Yep.
We have career night coming up in a couple weeks.
Yep.
So we'll start getting y'all more information on that.
Mm-hmm.
We have a couple open houses this weekend. All of them are Sunday from 2 to 4. We got one at 4517 Northwest 46th Street in Moore Acres, 2501 Highland Drive in Moore, and then 1012 Dorchester Way, right?
Yep, West Dorchester Way here in Mustang.
Way.
Okay. Yeah, most of those are 2 to 4, right?
Yes, all of them actually are 2 to 4 on Sunday.
On Sunday.
But if you can't make them, we can always do a private showing for them.
That's right. That's right. We do a lot of that.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are we doing to stay warm this week?
Well, I'm gonna go get me a snowsuit.
Well, we've already had some folks calling in this morning. Who's a good plumber? I've got frozen pipes.
Yes.
Man, you gotta leave those faucets dripping, especially if you've got
doors open.
Like if your shower's on the outside wall or your bathroom sink's on the outside wall.
Or if it's an unoccupied house, make sure you still leave those cabinet doors open. Adjust the heat accordingly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just for those folks that have rental houses, you need to tell your tenants you gotta leave those faucets dripping a little bit. There's a lot of things that you just need to do. Yeah. Because it's not necessarily to save your asset of the house, but it saved them the hassle of being without water.
Or having a huge mess from a pipe bursting.
You got to remember that toilet only flushes one time after the water's frozen. Okay, yes. That's not fun after about 3 or 4 hours.
And gas stations tend to frown when you're running in every few hours.
Sometimes it's a cold trip to that gas station. And have you been to the gas station bathrooms?
Hey, I tell you. I know, but when you're desperate, you're desperate.
Oh, it's crazy. Crazy. We're going to talk a little bit today about selling contingencies. Yes. I know everybody freaks out about that, but, if you've got a house for sale and somebody makes you an offer, especially, let's just say it's a full price offer or whatever, but it's contingent on the sale of their house, you might as well go ahead and take that contingency because your house stays on the market. And if you have another offer come through, then they have 72 hours or whatever your contract's written up to either execute that contract or bow out and you just go to your next seller or your next buyer. But the big thing is when you have a contingency, whether you're on the buying side or the selling side, you've got to map all these things out on paper because it's confusing.
So instead of
as an agent sometimes.
One little contract.
Right, but you need to make sure that your clients understand, okay, if this happens, we do this. If this happens, we do this.
And when this happens, this is what we do. Until then, we're kind of...
I've done contingency deals where there's absolutely no way that people could afford 2 house payments if something went wrong. But there's other people that could afford that and just sit on the house or whatever to go on through to the next deal.
And most of the time, if you're dealing with a sell contingency, it's somebody that can't do both mortgages.
Right. That's the majority of us. That's just the way,
I couldn't do 2
the way it is. Not for very long. No.
I'd be living in a box.
Yeah.
Downstairs.
Now, what would you was asking me earlier, what happens
Right. We had a question the other day. Somebody asked me, because I'm dealing with a client that has we're going to be working with a sell contingency of their house. And they're like, what happens if my sale falls through and we take it off the contingency for the purchase of our new house?
Well, at some point, it kind of depends on their deal, whether they've got a contingency also and stuff like that. But, if you cancel the contract, you're going to be out their expenses.
Right.
Okay, their appraisal if it's been done, their inspections if it's been done, any of these other things. But that's really the worst case scenario. But you can cancel that contract. They can't come and boot you out of your house.
Right.
But if you don't do certain things, yes, they can execute that contract, and you do got to move. But sometimes it may be better. Okay, this is the best chance to sell this house at this price. We may be better off to move into a rental for 6 months or a year, to get what we want.
Yeah.
There's just 100 different situations, and you have to map it out on paper so everybody can see kind of the timelines and the schematic, especially us guys, we're visual. So.
When we're telling you all these options, it's not that we're being over-exaggerating it. It just, we never know until it happens
You don't.
what way it could go or not go. So,
and the only time it's really kind of a dangerous deal is when you have a contingency on a contingency on a contingency.
oh my goodness, yes.
And if you have a 3-stack, it's stressful for everybody. I don't care who it is.
Right.
I try to avoid that whenever possible. But sometimes that's just the way real estate works, especially when the market's moving fast.
Oh, yeah. So, if y'all have questions, comment below. We'll answer.
Yes, please.
Or as always, call or message us. We'll reply to any answers because we know some of y'all don't get to watch this right at night.
Yep, or email us, WRME@mainedge.com. Did I even announce that this is WRME Live?
I don't know if we did or not.
I tell you,
cold.
we're still frozen, okay? It is. It's a bit chilly out there this
But
morning.
y'all know who we are, right?
Yeah, that's right. We actually, it's nice when people during the week comment, "Hey, I've been watching your shows," and
But there's always that road furring when you're like feeling when somebody's gone you and you're like, me what?
yeah,
I know you. Ooh, good or bad.
yeah. Well, it's always in a good way. Always in a good way. What else do we got down here? You getting ready to say it?
Yes. If you guys message us or contact us, we will get you, if you're thinking about selling, we will get you a free home evaluation.
That's right. It's a no obligation, no anything. And this is not just a CMA we just print out and email out to you. We'll come in, look at your home, say, okay, these are the good things we see, these are the bad things we see, here's what your neighborhood's doing. We'll do that full, complete analysis with you.
Yeah.
No questions asked, no
obligation.
Yeah. I am probably the lowest pressure real estate person out there.
If you like us and want to use us, great. If not, we want you to have some information to help you with whatever you decide to do. So.
And a lot of times people that are thinking about selling a year out or maybe even a little further, a lot of people are getting better about planning things.
Yes.
And you need to get your ducks in a row. And if we come in there and we say, okay, we think you need to do this and this and this, it may be some little tidbits here and there.
Right.
You have time to do it. It's not like, oh, we got to fix all this stuff right now. It might take 6 months to do these certain things, get the yard into this certain shape or whatever.
A fresh coat of paint would make it look great.
Mm-hmm.
Something, it could be as simple as that.
Right.
Carpet's cleaned, if not, maybe a carpet allowance if you can't afford new carpets. Or, we're able to give you some insights.
I've had people say, well, I can look at my house and I know what it needs. It's okay. And I go over there and I'm like, well, I would probably do something about this and this and this. And I'm like, okay. And I said, well, you got to think about this. You see this every day.
Right.
You kind of get used to the doorknob that sticks or something that's not quite right or walking into the house and it's got the one yellow light bulb and the rest of them all look great.
Oh, yeah.
Change that light bulb. It's giving me a headache right now.
Or you got 2 or 3
bright
lights.
Need that third party glance at it. Mm-hmm. And believe me, we don't come in to beat your house up. That's not the goal. But there's, if you go look at houses, go to open houses or whatever, start noticing how you feel when you go into the house. It's when you walk in, how do you feel? And there might be some little thing that grates against your nerves that you're really not even thinking about, you know, and then it becomes a big deal. Once you start spotting that in houses, you're like, oh, that house has that same issue. This house has that same issue. You know, you just kind of work around that.
And to you, yeah, painting's easy, but to somebody else, it might be a big deal. So sometimes those little things make a big difference.
Yeah, I went into one the other day, brand new tile floor on the entry, but one of the tiles stuck up about at least 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
And I tripped on it. And I'm like, this is brand new. You know, if I was the builder or whoever on this house, I said, dude, yank the tile out. This isn't right.
Right.
You know, an older person, I'm not saying I'm old, but you know, I kind of am. But, you know, a lot of people kind of drag their feet, especially when they first come in, kind of maybe just scraping the dirt off their feet a little bit. A lot of people take their shoes off in their entry. They don't want to be catching that tile.
Oh, wow.
You know, I mean, you got this beautiful $220,000 house, and you got one piece of tile sticking up. Fix it. You know, it's just the way I look at things.
But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, message us on here, comment below, or give us a call, or email us. We'll be happy to get someone out there and do that for you.
All right. Well, we don't have an Okie word of the day.
No.
It froze outside. It's just too cold. We can't even talk like Okies today.
I can't even talk today.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap this up. We are WRME Live in Mustang, Oklahoma, and we would love to help you with your real estate needs because we're Weichert Realtors Main Edge, where we do real world real estate every day. Come see us.